Vasudeva sutam devam kamsa chanuramardanam Devaki paramanandam Krishnam vande jagadgurum Namostute vyasa vishala buddhe Pularavindaya tapatra netra Yena tvaya bharata taila purna Prajvalito jnanamaya pradipaha Namo Namaha Shubhodaya. Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are joining. And here batch of PhD students are also here. They are doing the PhD in various dimensions of Sanskritam. After this session, we will have pranayam session. We have done 3 sessions on yoga. This is the 4th one. Next week again we'll continue. Following week you will get the certificate course in Bhagavad Gita. And some of you mentioned that you want to become a yoga teacher as well. We can talk about that one. How you can empower India across India. How you can take the message of Bhagavad Gita. How you can take the message of yoga and empower India. Yesterday was National Youth Day. The message of National Youth Day is not only Vivekananda's birthday. It is Vivekananda's life was an inspiration for us. His birthday was commemorated as National Yoga Youth Day. And the Vivekananda's message is not just celebrating. Our life also must be such a way that even our life must be celebrated beyond our time. How to make it? How to make it possible? Bhagavad Gita is talking about that one. Bhagavad Gita is talking about your life should be such a way that beyond your best before date, beyond your expiry date, you must continue to live and continue to infuse energy to the community. That message of Bhagavad Gita gives that confidence in our life. How to live beyond our time. Beyond our time. And Mahabharata has 100,000 shlokas. 100,000 shlokas, Mahabharata. Bhara means so heavy. It got its heaviness because of Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranama. Bhagavad Gita sung by Lord himself. Upanishad, all Upanishad is a discussion between a student and the taught. Whereas here, Bhagavan himself is the Guru. In other Upanishad, only Rishi who realized, he's talking that one realization to the student. Whereas here, Lord himself is talking to his student Arjuna. Arjuna, he is talking himself to the Arjuna, the message of yoga. Bhagavad Gita is called as Upanishad, Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastra. Upanishad means Upavishad. Come close to the teacher. Student coming close to the teacher is called as Upanishad. Why a student is coming close to the teacher? Upanishad. Upa means upar, you have to go higher. I want to elevate the game of my life. I want to go higher in my life. So for that, I need to go near the teacher. Why I am going near the teacher? Because I am not happy with the way in which I am playing the game of my life. I have to play the game of my life in the higher plane. I have to play a better game in my life. I have to how to elevate the game of my life. Bhagavad Gita talks about. It's a yoga shastra, Brahma Vidya. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is called as Brahma Vidya. Talking about himself, he is talking about Brahma Vidya. And Mahabharata has stories within stories. Nowadays, we say, the politicians, they say, my family, my relatives, they have to get the share. So my successor is my relative. Whereas Mahabharata is talking about the successor is based on the qualification, not on the blood relationship. Pratipa, lineage from Bharata, Pratipa Raja had 3 children. One is Devapi, second one is called as Bhalika, third one is Shantanu. 3 children. Devapi, when he was born, he had skin problem, the white patches of that one. So all the ministers, they told Pratipa, though he is the eldest, he is not fit to become a king because he has a skin problem. King should be such a way that there should not be any deformities in the body. And looking also, people should not look at look worried. So they told Devapi, sorry, you cannot be fit for becoming a king. He did not feel depressed. Instead, he went to the forest to do the tapas. Mahabharata Vedavyasa says he is still doing tapas. And it says that in the end of this Kali Yuga, when the Satya Yuga comes, through his tapas, he will cure all skin problem and he will become a king, the first king of the Satya Yuga. He is doing the tapas. He is doing tapas till it says Vedavyasa, he will be the next, when the Satya Yuga comes, he will propagate the dharma. So the Devapi, his chance of becoming a king was postponed, not denied. He is doing tapas. Second one is Bhalika, the uncle of Bhishmacharya. He was, as a child, the Pratipa's friend, he did not, king of Bhalika, did not have children, so he gave his second son to him as a gift because he did not have children. So Bhalika belonged to the another territory. So he did not become a king. The third one is called a Shantanu. Shantatanu, our incarnation of Varuna. Varuna, so pleasing to look at, and he had a boon, Shantatanu. If he places his hand on anyone, they would get cured. He had a healing power. There's so much of healing power. If he puts his hand on anyone, people would get cured of ailments. He is a Shantanu. Shantanu became the third son, became the king of that dynasty in the Hastinapura. And so Gandhari asked that question to Dhritarashtra. You say your son is fit to become a king. When did you become a king? Your forefather Devapi left the kingdom because he was unfit. You are born as a blind person. You are never qualified to become a king. Now you are saying that rightful kingdom Duryodhana won't give. First of all, you are not a king. This territory doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Pandu. Pandavas, out of compassion, they have given the share of that one. Better give. First of all, you are not qualified. Gandhari was very straightforward with Dhritarashtra, and once Sri Krishna came to the assembly in the Udyoga Parva to tell Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra to hand over the kingdom, Duryodhana made a walkout as a protest, and then Dhritarashtra told Gandhari, Look, your son, tell your son to behave well and respect the guest, Sri Krishna. Then Gandhari openly said, before I tell Duryodhana, you had to be told. You never listened to me earlier. I told before itself. Meant that give up your moha, attachment to your king, your son, a wicked person. You are always dancing to the tune of your son. Instead of telling your son, Duryodhana, we have to give a upadesha to you. It is you had to be told, not your son. I can't tell your son, you have to tell. Then Dhritarashtra wanted to offload the responsibility on Gandhari. Gandhari hit back, telling that you had to change. It's a Duryodhana, you had to change. And you should have, Gandhari said, when Duryodhana was born, Vidura warned us. This is a horoscope, is a wrong woman. Jackals are howling, donkeys are braying. And Vidura said, drop this sun, leave the sun in the middle of the forest. This will make havoc, abandon your son, he said. Vidura said, disown your first son so that other 199 sons and one daughter will survive. If you do not abandon, everyone will die. Vidura told at the beginning itself. You, out of moha, out of attachment, you said nothing will happen. All elders are there, Vidura is there, Bhishmacharya is there, Drona is there. He's a small baby, we can all correct him. You, right from beginning, you are attached to this boy. Look at the situation we landed up. So, the Gandhari gives the advice. What it is saying, the Dhritarashtra to begin with, never eligible for writing an exam. For example, now about 50 PhD students all over India have come from all over India to do their PhD in Samskrita. So there is a prerequisite is there. You have to do your masters, you should get certain marks, and whatever entrance you have to pass, prerequisite. Suppose you have done only SSLC or year 10 and you want to join this course, you are not qualified. Sorry, you are not qualified. Not. Same thing Gandhari says, to begin with, Duryodhana was not qualified to become get the share. Dhritarashtra was not qualified. Unqualified person fighting for a share. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre. First of all, you have to acquire the yogyata. You have to be qualified to acquire. First of all, I am not qualified. I am fighting for the cause. Politicians, they want to become a minister. They are not qualified. They do not have the basic qualities of a leader. World Youth Day talks about the qualities of the leader. What are the qualities of the leader? If you want to become a MLA, MP, if you want to become a minister, what are the qualities you need to have? I do not have any quality. My only quality is money, hook or crook. Same approach as Duryodhana. Same approach as Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra. To begin with, I am not qualified. I want to become a minister. I want to become. So, Bhagavad Gita talks about yogyata, acquire the quality to begin with. Then, the result will come. Then, you will flourish. Why we are suffering, why we are grieving in our life, why tension? To begin with, we are not qualified. We think that one belongs to me. It is rightfully belongs to me. Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna talks about when you are qualified, everything in your life comes naturally, without effort. Now so much of effort is there because, and tension is there, I am not qualified. I am not qualified to begin with. Today in the news it was there, some DRDO director with a fake certificate, he became a director, now he was sacked. Unqualified person want to become a position. Many ministers are like that. That position is untenable. If you want to become a natural leader, acquire. To acquire, you have to strive. Sadhana karna. You have to do the sadhana. When you do the sadhana, when you acquire, you become a natural leader. Then it will sustain. Yato dharmo tata krishna, yata krishna tato jayah. Where, when you are qualified, Bhagavan's grace is there. Bhagavan is at your back. He's showering his grace. Where God's grace is there, that person is unstoppable. My position is so secure. Many yoga teachers are there. They are so scared that my neighbor, another yoga teacher may take my clients out, my students out. I am so scared. I will give all this, if you go to next one, I will give you a shapa, or if they are charging 10 rupees, I will make it into 9 rupees. I am so scared. I feel insecure. If I see any competition, I feel very insecure. So, I am insecure, all, whether in the yoga field or in a spiritual field. If you are a purohit, if somebody, you want your people to come to you alone, you don't want anybody to go to another purohit, you don't want to lose your clientele. So people, they take 2-3 appointments in the same day. Maybe one Upanayanam and one Shraddha also. It is not supposed to be done, but they don't care. I don't want to lose my client base. So scared. Shri Krishna says, when you are qualified, you become unstoppable. You become a natural leader. You will attain a position nobody can compete. Nobody can compete. To begin with, I do not have qualification. I am competing in a crowded market. So crowded. Everyone wants a piece of the steak. So I am competing in a crowded market. If you are in a crowded market, sooner or later you are wiped out. If you want to continue the game for long and continue your competitive advantage, become a natural leader. Position yourself away from the competition. Stand apart, then leader is the one paves the path for others to follow. If I am not a leader, I am so scared. Our Nagendra is accompanying me. If I am so scared, I will be scared. Nagendra will learn everything from me and he may start his own school. I will lose all my clients. I am so scared. Why it is happening? I have not acquired. I have a limited knowledge that can be copied. That ordinary people, that is the case with any field. If you are in a corporate level, your manager doesn't want you, the subordinate, to learn everything and take his position. The manager wants to suppress you in the corporate world. Corporate world also, nobody wants to give up their position. But yoga is there. Bhagavad Gita is saying, when you have the grace of the Lord, when you have acquired through sadhana, you become unstoppable. There is no competition for you. No competition. In the 11th chapter, Shri Krishna talks about Vishwarupa Darshana. You are Sarvatomukha. You are everywhere. So, when you are everywhere, how can you say that somebody can compete with you? I am so scared because I am not Sarvatomukha. I am only small area that can be easily copied. Now artificial intelligence, everyone is in artificial intelligence. So if I have some expertise, people can easily copy and make me redundant. You are not required. you go. If I am a lecturer, a Sanskrit lecturer, the computer, you can make the computer to learn. So, lecturer's position is redundant. A message, what Bhagavad Gita is talking about, message for all the lecturers, it is saying, go beyond what the textbook is saying. Not to allow the machine to copy you. You go beyond the machine. If the machine can repeat you, it's repetitive, your job is redundant. Sooner or later, acquire the competitive advantage. Sarvato Mukha Vishwa, the 11th chapter is called as Vishwarupa Darshana. For that, you see the Lord everywhere. See is the opportunity everywhere. Opportunity is there everywhere. When you are so tuned, you see the opportunity everywhere. Nobody can compete with you when you see the Lord everywhere. Vishwarupa Darshana. When the Lord is everywhere, that is called as Vasudeva. Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. When you see the God everywhere, how can I become redundant? You are unstoppable. Bhagavad Gita is giving a message for, in the modern day trend, artificial intelligence. Go within, seek within, and make sure that your job never becomes redundant. Bhagavan in the 11th chapter says that, reach out to me. I am a Vishwarupa. Sarvata panipadam tat sarvato akshishuror mukham. Here, I have everywhere, I have my limbs everywhere. When you seek, your life is no more in front with anxiety, depression, and you are beyond the competition. You will revel in your life. Shri Krishna opens up that idea, go beyond the artificial intelligence and seek Him through Vishwarupa Darshana. You are never redundant in your life. We'll start with the 11th chapter. Arjuna Vacha Madanugrahaya Paramam Guhyamadhyatma Sanjnitam Yatvayuktam Vachastena Mohoyam Vigato Mama. That starting to become Vishwato Mukha, we need Anugraha. Arjuna says, with your Anugraha, Madanugrahaya Paramam, you have given the Anugraha on me, my vision has improved, expanded. With your Anugraha, my vision horizon has increased. I am beyond the competition. I have gone, transcended beyond the competition. Madanugrahaya Paramam. A seeker need. You are training to be a Sanskrit teacher or whatever you are entering into in the Sanskrit field and the corporate field. If you want to reach the Vishwato Mukha, you need the grace of the Lord. Anugraha is required. And Bhavapyayo hi bhutanam Shruto vistarasho maya Tvatvah kamalapatraksha Mahatmam apicha vyayam Evametad yata tattvam Atmanam parameshvara Drashtumichhami te rupam Aishwaram purushottama Manyase yadita chakyam Maya drashtumiti prabhu Yogeshvara tato me tvam Darshayāmatmam avyayam. To have the Vishwato Mukha, Arjuna acknowledges with own effort it's not possible. Arjuna says, please bless me so that my vision improves. With my effort alone, I can't claim that I will have that vision. I will reach that position where there is no competition. For that, I need your Anugraha. And if you think I am fit for that one, if you think I have done my sadhana, please open up. Place me in such a place, I am beyond the competition. Please do not make my life redundant. not make my life at home also. Many people, when they are getting older, they are becoming redundant. Children are not listening to them. Wife is not listening to them. Husband is not listening to them. Neighbors are not listening to them. Friends are not listening. Relatives are not listening. While living itself, we have become redundant. Nobody cares whether I exist or not. I have become redundant. My employer, for the employer, I have become redundant. At home, I have become redundant. In the community, I have become redundant. Arjuna says, please do not make me a redundant person. Make me my valuable person. Not make me redundant person. How I become valuable? I should elevate my game. I had to go up so that game of my life is sustained. The moment I'm not playing the higher game, lower game, I become redundant. Shri Arjuna says, elevate my game. I don't want to become redundant. In the 11th chapter, Shri Krishna says, if you do not elevate your game, you will become redundant. I will pick up somebody. Shri Krishna says, this war Pandavas will win without you also. Don't say that without playing you, your team will lose. Shri Krishna says, I will choose somebody. Play the game. A devotee must say, may I not become a redundant in my life. And make me a fit person so that I'm valuable till the end, and beyond my time also, people should remember my contribution. That is the message of 11th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Pashyame Partha Rupani Shatashota Sahasrashah Nana Vidani Divyani Nana Varna Kritini Cha Pashyadityan Vasun Rudran Ashvino Purusha Marutaschata Bahuni Adrishta Purvani Pashyascharya Bharata. Shri Krishna says, not to, here he opens up for a seeker, not to say, my life is only confined to him. Pashyame Partha Rupani Shatashota Sahasrashaha. See the opportunity everywhere. Suppose if you lose the job, not to commit suicide and go into depression. One person in Melbourne, 65-year-old, and the financial controller of a council, he said, he started crying over the phone and said, they did not give me notice also. They said in 1 hour you vacate your desk and go. 65 years and go. And he said, they did not give me a notice also. That person saw his game only as an accountant, financial controller. What Lord is saying, Pashyame Partha Rupani Shatashota Sahasrashaha. See the opportunity everywhere. If you are not required in one place, see the opportunity other place. Not to pull yourself down. Uddharer atmanatmanam. Elevate. You see the opportunity everywhere. And not to go into depression. Shri Krishna opens up, slowly opens up, removes the cataract from our eyes. If something happens, some job loss, we say, why I am going through this tough time. Shri Krishna says, opportunity everywhere. Shatashota Sahasrashaha. And Ihaikastam Jagat Krishnam Pashyadya Sacharacharam Mama Dehe Gudakesha Yaschanya Drashtumichasi. Shri Krishna, Mama Dehe. Shri Krishna says he is there everywhere. See whatever you want to see, wherever you want to explore, you will be a super success. Not ordinary. The message of youth today, not to become an ordinary person. Ordinary person, you are a redundant. become super success, become extraordinary. Extraordinary in your life, whatever is your area, Sri Krishna says that one. I am there everywhere. Seize the opportunity. Become someone extraordinary. Natumam paya shakyase drashtum anenaiva suchakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyame yogameshwaram. Natumam pashyate, you can't see with your own effort. My blessing is required. I have to remove the cataract. You have cataract in your eyes, you can't see this opportunity. When you see, when I remove the cataract from your eyes, you see the world is a beautiful place. World is a bountiful place. World is a play. Entire world becomes a playground for you. Any area you can play and revel in your life. Sanjay uvacha eva muktva tato rajan mahayogeshwaro harihi darshayamasa parthaya paramam rupamaishwaram aneka vaktranayanam anekadbhuta darshanam aneka divyabharanam divyanekodithayudam divyamalam bharadaram divyagandhanulepanam sarvascharya ayam devam anantam vishwato mukham divi surya sahasrasya bhavedyugaspadustita yadi bhasadriti sadrishi sasya vasastasya mahatmanah tatraikastam jagat krishnam pravibhakta anekada apashya deva devasya sharire pandavastada tatassa vismaya vishto Ishtaroma Dhananjaya praṇamya shirasa devam kritāñjalirabhāshata. When the cataract was removed, Sanjaya says, Arjuna with the horripilation, he sees everything, everywhere is a wonder. So much of opportunity. So much of opportunity everywhere. He was so wonderstruck. Arjuna was never saw this much of opportunity everywhere, and Arjuna with the hands folded. One gets elevated in life. We are becoming very arrogant as we are getting narrower in our life. As our cataract is getting opened up, we become down to earth. The greatness of a great person is simplicity. The greatness of an ordinary person is an arrogant life. Greatness of a great person is simplicity. That person is not living to show off. I am not here to show off. What is there to show off? Lord knows what I have. It's a simplicity. Arjuna became, earlier he was very arrogant in the first chapter. He bowed down. Kritāñjalirabhāshatam. Arjuna uvacha pashyami devanstava deva dehe sarvanstata bhuta vishesha sanghan brahmana īśham kamalasanastam rishinscha sarvanuraganscha divyan. Arjuna starts seeing the wonder like a small child going to a fair. In Australia there is a Disneyland or a Gold Coast theme park. For a child, everything is a wonder. For the first time seeing, everything is a wonder. Arjuna starts seeing everything so wonderful. So wonderful. Everything is brilliant. And aneka bahu udaravaktra netram pashyami tvām sarvato anantarupam nantam na madhyam na anchama na punanscha adim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupa. All Arjuna's 36 shlokas are in Anushtup Chandas. 36 shlokas, not Anushtup, Trishtup Chandas with the 44 letters. 11 letters in each line. He's continuing in Trishtup Chandas. And Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinancha Tejo Rashim Sarvato Diktimantam Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samantat Diptanalaka Vatitima Prameyam. He addresses the Lord, your glory beyond the measure. Like a sun, so much of radiant, it is beyond any measure. And Tvamaksharam Paramam Veditavyam Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam Tvamavyaya Shashvata Dharma Gopta Sanasanastvam Purusho Matomi. Arjuna addresses Lord, you have given this opportunity. You are the most Sanatana. Sanatana means eternal, changeless. You are the changeless, most ancient. Anadi Adyanta Ananta Viryam Ananta Bahum Shashisurya Netram Pashyami Tvam Deepta Hutasha Vaktram Swatejasa Vishwamidam Tapantam. And we are all borrowed light. We are all borrowed light from the elders, from the teacher, from they say Edadintya Tejo Jagat Vasayate Kilam Yechandramasi Yechagno Tattejo Vidhimamakam. Sun also borrowed light, moon also borrowed light, stars also borrowed light, Agni also borrowed light. Everything is a borrowed one. Everyone is a duplicate, borrowed. Original is only Bhagavan. You are the original. You are not borrowed from anywhere. You are Swatejasa. You are radiant, self-effulgent. Everyone, however great is the Mahatma, is a borrowed one. Borrowed one, you are the Swatejasa. You are original. You make others great. If anyone has become great, Sri Krishna, Arjuna says, you make ordinary into extraordinary. If somebody want to become super success, it is not through the self-effort, it is Bhagavan. Bhagavan, that self-radiant, makes others radiant. If I want to become radiant, effulgent in life, if I want to shine out in my life, I have to borrow that shine, original shine from the Lord. If I take shining for small duration, one day shine, it is not one day shine. What yoga is talking about, what Bhagavad Gita is talking about, not to shine only for few days, few minutes. You have to shine eternally, like Dhruva Tara, Dhruva Nakshatra. Shine out by connecting yourself to the eternal source. Swatejasa, by connecting, you will shine in your life eternally. Dyavya prativyo idarantaram hi vyaptam tvayekena vidishascha sarva drishtadbhutam rupa ugram tavedam lokatrayam pravyatitam mahatman. Along with Arjuna, along with the thrills, he started seeing the challenges. A real competitor, leader, though world is at the disposal, understands what are the opportunities and threats. Not willy-nilly. Arjuna sees world is so much of thrill, also sees world is we have to play the game carefully. It's a dangerous place. He says every one is scared. Scared, you have to, when you have become a master, genius, you have to play the game also with caution, not to play in a wrong place. You know how to play the game. Arjuna sees that one, sees one's own limitation. Though I can become elevated, for example, Ambani is a leader, in an industry leader, and if he wants to enter into the market, for example, if he wants to enter into the market where he never was exposed, where he was not at all exposed, then he will be a failure. He should invest in the area where he is comfortable in. Then only he can see the threat and opportunities. A great leader sees the threat and opportunities. Arjuna starts seeing the threats also. He is getting scared also. Ami tvām surasanga vishanti kechid bhītā praṇjalayo grinanti swati tyukta maharshi siddha sangha stuvanti tvām stutibhi pushkalabhihi. The Maharshi Siddha Sangha, great illumined people, no more complaining. Arjuna says, they are saying, whatever God's wish, let it be. Swasti, swa, you, asti. In Hindi they say, swast hai kya, swast. It has come from swasti. Are you yourself or you have become somebody else? Swasti means you become yourself, not to become like somebody else. आप दूसरा जैसा बनना नहीं है, आप जैसे ही होना. You have to become your own self, not to become like somebody. Sadhana is you becoming original, not to just imitate, not to compete in the crowded market. When you become yourself, you can play the game in a territory, uncharted territory where there is no competition. Rudraditya vasoye cha sadhya Vishveshino mrtaschoshma pashma Gandharva yaksha surasiddha sangha Vikshante tvām vismitaishchaiva sarve Rupam mahate bahuvaktra netram Mahabaho bahubahu rupadam Bahudaram bahudram strakaralam Drishtva lokam pravetitam tataham Navasprisha dipta anekavarnam Vyatyananam dipta vishala netram Drishtva hi tvām pravititam antaratma Dhritam na vindami shamam cha Vishnu. Now Arjuna, earlier he saw everything is a thrill, and slowly he starts seeing his own limitation. He is getting scared. He starts seeing only the threat. He starts seeing only the threat. Everything is negative. Dramstra karalani chate mukhani tataiva kala nalasannibhani dristvaiva kala nalasannibhani disho na janena labecha sharma prasīda devesha jagannivasa ami cha tvām dhritarashtrasya putra sarvai sahaiva nipala sangaihi भीष्मो द्रोणासूतपुत्रस्तथासौ तथा अस्मदीयैरपि योधमुख्यैः वक्त्राणि ते त्वरमाण विशन्ति द्रंष्ट्रकराळानि भयानिकानि केचिद् विलग्ना दशरन्तरेषु सन्दृश्यन्ते चूर्णिते उत्तमाङ्गैः यथा नदीनां बहु अम्बुवेगा समुद्रमेव अभिमुखा द्रवन्ति तथा तवामि नरलोकवीरा विशन्ति वक्त्राणि विज्वलन्ति यथा प्रदीप्तं ज्वलनं पतङ्गा विशन्ति नाशाय समृद्धवेगाः तथैव नाशाय विशन्ति लोका तवापि वक्त्राणि समृद्धवेगाः. Arjuna starts seeing only the threat. He is earlier he saw full of opportunity. Now he starts seeing full of threat, full of bad omens. Threat, he starts seeing that one. लेलिह्यसे ग्रसमान समन्तात् लोकान् समग्रान् वदनैर्ज्वलब्धिः तेजोभिरापूर्य जगत्समग्रम् वासस्तवोग्र प्रतपन्ति विष्णु आख्याहिमेको भवानुग्ररूपो नमोऽस्तु ते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञात इच्छामि भवन्त आद्यं नहि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम्. Arjuna saw everyone on both sides, all warriors getting crushed. Bhishma, Drona, Sudha, Karna and his own army, everyone is getting killed. So he saw threat everywhere, earlier opportunity everywhere, and he thought he is helpless. He can't overcome the threat by himself. He wanted to see the opportunity. He sought Lord for the sought the Lord. When the opportunity came, opportunity followed with threat also. To overcome the threat, he sought the Lord again. Please help me to overcome. Please help me. I don't know the path. Please help me to overcome the challenges. I can't handle myself. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Lokosmi Lokakshaya Krit Pravruddho Kalosmi Lokakshaya Krit Pravruddho Lokan Samaharto Miha Pravruttaha Ritepi tvām na bhavishyanti sarve Devastita pratyanikeshu yodaha. Lord Shri Krishna starts comforting Arjuna. Without you also, none of this army will exist. And you are not doing, not to see the threat as higher than the opportunity. The threat, whatever you see, it is your mental imagination. You are putting a lid down to yourself, saying that you can't do. Shri Krishna says, with my help, you have won the war. You have won the war already. tasmāt tvām esho labhastvā jitva shatrun bhunksva rajyam samruddham mamaivaite nihata purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachin. Lord comforts Arjuna. You are just an instrument. It is I am using you as an instrument, and you play the game. And those who are successful, they say, मेरा हाथ से कुछ नहीं. I just tried, everything happened. Everything happened, same thing. Arjuna, Lord says, you try, things will happen through you. Attain fame, attain prosperity. You will get a name in the paper, you get TV coverage. It happened because of the Lord's grace. You are just an instrument, get up. Not to sleep, you have been sleeping all through your life. Now, it is the time to get up, attain fame, attain prosperity in your life. Nimitta matram, dronancha, the bhishmancha, jayadratancha, karnam tata anyapi yoda viran, maya htasvam jahimam pravyatishta, yudyasya jeta sirane sapatnan. It's a match fixing. Lord tells the result also. Yeah, you won the war and just try pretending that you are fighting. You have won the war. He gives the comforts. That's so much of confidence he gives. You do your best. You have won. And surrender to me. You do your game, play the game well, you will win. Sanjay Uvacha Eta Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Patanjalir Vepamana Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Evaha Krishnam Sagadgadam Bhita praṇamya. Arjuna got so terrified and with the faltering voice and bowing down and with the folded hands he says, it's a prayer. We also can say this prayer every day. Arjuna has given the prayer. Vedavyasa has given the prayer through Arjuna. Arjuna Uvacha Sthane Hrishikesha Tava Prakirtya Jagat Prahishya Senurajyate Cha Rakshansi Bhitani Disho Dravanti Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sangha. All negative people or negative forces are running away. Running away. Why mantra? When you are saying the mantra, why you say the mantra japa? Why you blow the shankanada? Agamartantu devanam gamanartantu rakshasam. When you do the shankanada, ganta mani, when you say the mantra japa, when you think of the Lord, negative forces run away from you. And Arjuna says, all the negative forces are running away and all the great people are bowing down. When you start doing the sadhana, you start getting the ashirvadam from all great people. Many people come into your life and they start showering their grace. They showering their grace and next one, kasmāt chatena nameran mahatman gariyase brahmano adikarte ananta devesha jagannivasa swamaksharam sadasat tatparam yat ananta devesha. You are ananta deva. You are everywhere. Ananta Rupa, Ananta Vishwarupa. Tvām Sat Asat. What is real and unreal? You are beyond that one. What is sentient? What is Jada? You are beyond that one. Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa. You are pervading all three worlds and you are in every part of the world. Tvamādi Deva Purusha Purana. Tamasya Vishwasya praṇidhānam Vetasi īḍyam cha param cha dama Tvaya tatam vishvata anantarupam. You are Adi Deva, most ancient Deva. Earlier said Sanatana, you are most ancient. Your whole world is taking shelter in you. Vayuryamogni varuna shashanka prajapatischa prapitamahascha namo namastestu sahasrakrit kritva punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. I bow down to you again. Nama purastata prishtataste. Namostute sarvata eva sarva. Ananta virya amita vikramastvam. Sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarve. Tatosi sarva. Sarvam samapnoshi. Enveloping everyone. Sama apnoshi. You pervade everywhere. Your presence is there everywhere. Sarve tatosi sarva. Tatosi sarva. I bow down to you from the front. I bow down to from behind. And Arjuna realized when Lord is there everywhere, what is front and what is back. And he realized, I bow down to you. I don't know whether front or back. You are there everywhere. Saketi matva prasādaye tvām. He Krishna, he Yadava, he Saketi. Ajanata mihimanam tavedam. Maya praṇādat praṇayena vapi. I regarded you as a friend. I prasabam yaduktva. I cracked a lot of jokes with you. I called you, hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey friend, without knowing your greatness. I have committed so many mistakes. Please pardon my mistakes. Yachapahasartha asatkritosi viharashayasana bhojaneshu ekotavya apyachuta tat samaksham takshamaye tumaha aprameyam. Please pardon. Kshama aparada stotra. Kshama aparada stotra. Pratasayadi Kuriyantam. There is a mantra, morning till evening we do so many things. Kshama aparada mantra is there. Arjuna's Kshama aparada mantra. So many mistakes we have done. Pitasi lokasya characharasya. Pumasya pujyasya gurun gariyan. Nattat samo astabhyadikam kutonyo. Lokatreye apramati prabhava. This is up to here we have done this shloka. We are starting pitasi lokasya characharasya. You are the father of the whole universe. It's natural that children do mistake. It is natural that the children do mistake, like father pardoning the children, please pardon my mistake. It is natural that children do the mistake, and he is saying, Pitasi lokasya characharasya, Tomasya pujyasya gurun gariyan. Your guru's guru, nat sama, astyapi, there is no one equivalent to you. Apyadika, api, apyadika. Then how anyone can be higher than you? Lokatraye, these three lokam, pramate prabhava. You are beyond all three worlds. In the all three worlds, there is no one equivalent to you. Tasmāt praṇamya praṇidhāya kāyaṁ prasādaye tvām īḍyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuḥ priyāyārhasi deva soḍhum And tasmāt praṇamya praṇidhāya kāyaṁ prasādaye tvām īśham īḍyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuḥ priyaḥ deva soḍhum. Arjuna gives the three examples that you are the father of the whole universe, nobody is higher than you, you are the ultimate. And tasmāt praṇamya, I bow down, praṇidhāya kāyaṁ, I bow down to you, prasādaye, like you shower your grace, you pardon, like father pardoning the child, like a friend pardoning another friend, like a husband is pardoning the wife. Priya, priyāyārhasi, there are three types of the love showed by the parents to the children, it is called as vatsalya. The love showed by the friends, it is called as sneha. Love showed by the opposite sex, it is called as prema. Like in three dimensions, people are pardoning prema, sneha or vatsalya, three levels, there people are pardoning same way, please pardon my mistake. It's a kshama aparadha stotra. Every day, if anything untoward in the evening, you can say kshama aparadha stotra. Whatever, like father pardoning, like friend pardoning, like person of the opposite gender pardoning, please pardon all my mistake. It is natural that I make mistake. It is natural that you also should pardon. What? Sorry? Prema, sneha and vatsalya. Yeah. Father is parents to the children, vatsalya. Vasudeva sutam devam kamsa chanūramardanam Devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum